Breaking news, fam. Breaking news, fam. The 30-year-old who stabbed the guy at the Popeyes out here in Oxon Hill, Maryland, was finally caught and arrested last night. Let me talk about what some of these YouTubers are saying about it had nothing to do with chicken and how they contradict themselves by saying that bullshit. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. Let me make it a little bit quick right here. Give me 1 second here. I'll deal with this little mud of mine. Hold on. Hold on to your butts. All right, guys. Last night, the 30-year-old suspect who stabbed at 20, I think he was 29-year-old guy at the Popeyes out here in Oxon Hill was arrested. I don't know how many counts that he was charged with, but murder was definitely was one of them. Anyway, I've heard YouTubers online, was talking about it had nothing to do with chicken. Now, this is one YouTuber, I know he's from down this way. He had nerve to say it wasn't about chicken. He went up to where the guy was because the guy was arguing with his girlfriend, and that's what I heard him say. Argued with this, the victim's girlfriend. All right. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. The guy was in line. The suspect was arguing with the victim's girlfriend, who worked at the counter at the Popeyes chicken. And that's the reason why the victim jumped in line and got into an altercation with the suspect. And that's where they took it outside, and that's where he got stabbed. But I'm thinking, you're saying it had nothing to do with chicken, yet no one can tell you what the fuck it was that they're argued about. So if the suspect was in line talking with the victim's girlfriend who worked at the front counter at the Popeyes chicken, then what the fuck was the damn fucking thing about? Why were they there if that was the case? And nobody could tell you what they were arguing about. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, if you're arguing with the person at the front counter, and the front counter person happened to be the victim's girlfriend, and the victim come up there to defend her honor, likely it may have been about chicken. So I'm like, don't make assumptions about stuff and you ain't got nothing to validate what you're talking about. Otherwise, why would the suspect be in line? Why would he get an altercation with the guy? And no one can validate why they did it. Yeah. I'm sure he'll come out and say what it was about. But until then, don't some nigga say, it had nothing to do with that. All these other thousands of incidents across the country, that's all been about pretty much the chicken. But yet you say it has nothing to do with it. One woman caught on video the same week, tried to cut in line in the drive-thru with her car and hit another car. Then she backed up and she hit the pole, like a pole that blocked people from doing that. And then she ran me right back in the motherfucker again. Damn near 99.9% of the incidents that happened at Popeyes since this chicken been out in August, and when he stopped selling it and then brought it back, has been pretty much about the damn chicken sandwich. Okay? So don't tell that damn lie. Unless you got validation about, it wasn't about you trying, y'all, I know what it is. Some of y'all people trying to dumb it down and make it look like, oh, no, y'all trying to stereotype black folks about that. We done seen too many goddamn videos where niggas was fighting over chicken.
One dude got in the drive, hopped his ass inside the drive-thru and got into it with the manager because of the chicken. I saw myself one guy arguing about, y'all got all these damn chicken sandwiches out here. I seen it. So don't tell me that the majority of them ain't talking about or hadn't gotten into these altercations because of chicken. It had everything to do with it. Why else would they be fighting? You can't be serious now. You just cannot be. And tell me it had nothing to do with chicken. And if you say it, the most of them didn't have anything to do with chicken, you full of shit. Yeah, I said it. You're full of shit. Negroes are going in frenzy about chicken. That's a fact. And that's the vast majority of the videos that I've seen posted. And that's the vast majority of what's been going on. Come on. This happened. Remember the KFC incident where people were giving away free chicken at one time? People were losing their minds. The Boondocks even predicted that something crazy like this was going to happen. And it did happen. You know? Come on. Let's be real. There are people out there in our communities who just don't know how to act, man. And there are a number of them that don't have no home training. Let's be real. I'm not ashamed to say it. I actually am ashamed to say it. But it's a shame that it's gotten to a point where people do not know how to act. You know? It's a damn shame. It really is. But you gotta call out bullshit when you need to call out bullshit. And that's just what the fuck I'm doing. I'm calling out the bullshit that I see, that I have seen, and will continue to do so, as long as I see it. This is for all to hear, baby. Otherwise, why would I be on social media if I don't call out the BS that I'm seeing in the world today? This is an honest conversation, man, that I'm talking about. But I got called out when I see it, whenever I see it. That's all there's to it. This is DJ Wolf. I'm out.